Hello, everybody. This is Pete from PA Labs. Kind of picking up where I left off. We're going to do a entire example, much like the last one, except this one's going to be a parent-child example. I've already written the initial code. We have a project folder. It has one class in it, which is this guy. I have gone and created an enumeration that I'm going to use for loading some images. This function will need to be called in order to load those images down here. And let's go look at the structure of this so far. So we have a parent-child. I have the database table, and this is a completely empty database table. It's just a database with just his database stuff, settings. I have the forms folder and the code folder. And this one, we're going to start out with 3 forms, and I will get to those momentarily. I'm still showing you what all I got in here. That needs to go away. Let's go. Oh, no. Wait. Don't do that. Sorry, Control Z. Let's pull him back. All right. So this is the code tied to forms. I'm sorry. I was thinking that was a different folder. Okay. So images. I have an image folder. So we have a square, and I have a red square, and we have a subfolder of tiles, and in here I have some grass tiles and some swamp tiles and some water tiles. So that's what I'm going to start with. And so we have the images are really there to use and to load, because what we're going to do is build a small little program that has a main screen. I'm going to double click that and bring it up in the ICE Designer. And this is going to be our main screen. And his name is Window FRM Main. We put a title on him of main screen. He's got one text box, and he's got a combo box, which we're going to load up with our parent class of sprite sheet. Now, what I also wanted on this, and I thought I put it in there, maybe I accidentally deleted it, but let's go ahead and put a image gadget on there. And we can do this and put a great big image gadget on him. And when you select, and let's come down here and say image image sprite sheet. And when you select a sprite sheet, we will then paste and create the sprite sheet right here. So we'll go ahead and save that, and we will export the code. If you watch carefully, oh, okay, you're going to come up and give me the chance to do that, which is great. Yes, I want to replace it. And it popped the screen up over here for me to review. Okay, so I don't care to look at that. So hitting save. Now let's open our sprite sheet page. And here's our sprite sheet page. And the sprite sheet's kind of cool. It's got a name, and we're going to have a grid type. And this will be initially starting with square images, but then we can add hexes and stuff later. And then I want categories for the graphics. So we will have a selection of what category that you want to see. So we will have our grass, our the various folders of graphics that I put over here in tiles. This is going to be our categories of graphics. Okay, so We got a bunch of stuff that probably will never get filled in, but hey, it's a work in progress. We're going to get started with it. So there's this guy. We'll double check this save. We will create the sprite sheet code sheet. Yes, let's replace it. He pops up back here again, which I don't care about. And then we'll come back here and hit save and say open our tile. So now we have a child, which is the tile, the individual tiles that make up our sprite sheet. So what I'm going to try to do is probably build a 10 by 10 grid, and we'll load, well, I guess it would be 10 across by however many that we put in height. And you can load clear. I don't know that we'll put code behind rotate and then save and cancel. So this will bring in, we have a graphic and a name. So this will bring in a whole lot of additional stuff into our classes. And let's go ahead and save this, make sure it's all up to date. And then we will go ahead and run my ICE design process because I now have a project with 3 forms. So that will then generate the, let's see, I must have, oh no, here it is. Okay, so we come back to forms. And I have not run this yet. I wanted to walk through this too. And we can say parent-child, right? Parent-child. That's what we're calling our project. Our source path is going to be the code folder, okay? And our destination path is going to be our project folder, okay? So we're all cool. And let's come over here and say, okay, we got a main sprite sheet. We got 3 forms. So let's set our sprite sheet has a parent of main, and our sprite tile has a parent of sprite sheet. So those are the owners of those forms. Whoops. One too many clicks there, huh? Okay, now we're going to go ahead and save this, and he's done. So now we have new files. We have new files in the forms folder because that's our settings. So the next time we run this, he already knows all this data. So if we come back to our project level, we now have parent-child constants, and we have parent-child windows. So by double-clicking those, I've added them to our project, and we will bring them in here and add them here. So now our application is taking shape. Okay, so I believe now we are ready to bring in ClassBuilder. So let's come up here and say Tools, ClassBuilder. I could have done a Control B here. And yes, we're going to initialize this structure. I am going to use the normal structure of ClassBuilder, but only use create folders. So we'll choose this. And presto, he's done. Doesn't take him a whole lot of time. And let's come out, I believe it is you. And let's go to parent-child. So, I went too far. There we go. Okay, so now I want to point a few things out. I had a database folder, I had a forms folder, and I had an image folder. So the only thing, see, ClassBuilder looked at my folder structure and said, he's got a database, he's got this, he's got that. So we'll utilize those if I need to. And, he doesn't have the includes. He doesn't have models, types, or views. So if we scroll through these now, we can see, well, he didn't touch this one. I know he didn't touch this guy. This is my images that are mine, which is fine. Includes, as expected, we have list icon helper and static. And we have our DB PBI, and we have the DB type, types class, and we have a views folder, but no data in it, which is exactly what I would expect the impact to be. So our next step is going to be to bring this code in. So we have a type, we have a model, and we have the includes. And let's go ahead and just double click both of those, minimize this, and let's just go ahead running down and add to project and add to project and add to project and add to project, or I guess if you're in England, it's project. So we've got all of them added to our project. We're seeming to grow. And so the next piece, I don't need you open. I don't need you open. Let's get back to this. So the next thing I want to do is throw some includes in. So I have them off screen. We will go ahead and paste these in. And now I want to show you a little trick, which I think is pretty neato. When I do this by hand, I'll normally come over here to my main screen, and if I zoom this up and then get it to where a human being can see it, we have a full open the project code block here. If we're going to generate one of these guys manually, I'm all for cutting and pasting, to be honest with you. So we can drop him in about there, and we'll format this in a minute, but this gives us our repeat block and stuff, and an easy way to paste in. And the idea really is if you had a whole lot of enumerators or gadgets, you could actually just paste them from here and manually build this out, right? So come into here, we paste those in, slide all this junk over, and put the word case in front of it. So now we have our case statement for this. Whoops. So that's pretty much all I wanted to do in this video, was get us up and running, get us the structure. I guess I can select all here and say edit, and I want you to format the indentation so it's nice and pretty for me. So we're sitting pretty good, ready to get rolling with our project. Our next step is going to be to bring up ClassBuilder, define our tables, and generate all of that code. So that's it for this one.